Green flag for Cup Series racing at Indy is just around the corner. We'll get the engines fired here at the Brickyard next.
Drivers, start your engines!
As we are getting ready for the start of the Brickyard 400 from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Reddick in the 45, surging ahead of the 11 of Denny Hamlin. The draft will be important. You see some getting out of line, some getting in line. William Byron under attack in the 24.
This is what we talked about. You can see some guys just thinking they have to run the bottom of the racetrack. Others trying to make that second lane work. Christopher Bell trying to make a move. And that black and white car at the back of your screen did not work, and look to what's happened. Kind of slowed that whole line up. William Byron, he came out behind the 45 car. He does not have clean air. He can go no faster than Reddick right now. So getting behind him versus in front of him is a big difference. And the big loser so far, Chase Elliott, penalty on pit road.
Yeah, blend line infraction. Steve, tell us what was going on there, why he got that infraction.
So it's interesting because you have to use the warm-up lanes to turn 1 and turn 2, which I think Chase Elliott did. The question has, did he come too far to the right? I was under the impression you could make as big an arc as possible. The argument might be that he actually entered the racetrack itself once you get to that second white line. If we back that up one more time, between the two corners, there's two white lines on the racetrack. One is kind of the top of the access road. The other one is the apron of the racetrack. Marty.
Let's listen to Chase Elliott.
Hey, what the? They sit out the sheet yesterday. Do exactly what they tell us to do.
Yeah, so NASCAR is saying that all four have to be below the second white line. You cannot access the racetrack. But later in the race, if you're trying to play that strategy, the driver's going to have to be a little more careful.
Remember, pit road speed's 45 miles an hour. It's like coming off of an interstate going right into a neighborhood where you've got to back it down immediately. And that's what these drivers are having to do on to pit road.
Well, the two of Austin Cindric was unable to get down to speed. He was too fast entering pit road, so he'll have to do a penalty. I'll adjust if the yellows come out. I know Billy Scott has plan A, B, and C, so I don't hate the plan. I think it's a good idea to try to do something different. All right, the 6 of Brad Keselowski also has a penalty. Let's listen in.
Pit exit violation. They say you crossed over the outer white line there a little bit. It doesn't matter. That's not what their damn email said. Their email said as long as you weren't in the racing line, I was not in the racing line.
Beyond the white line on the acceleration lanes between 1 and 2, but stay off the racing surface.
So there, the 6 has just got its right side tires on what we would call the racing surface, not the racing line, but the surface.
I don't know if I would call that the racing surface. That's the problem with that update.
But isn't that white line, that signifies the apron of a racetrack? And great entry through the turn 4 turn for Denny Hamlin, and he'll come to the green and white checkered flag. Denny Hamlin is going to win stage 1 at the Brickyard. Denny's first stage win here at Indy, and his 6th stage win already of 2024. And the caution has come out. We saw the 15, and it looked as though Cody Ware had a tire going down. Sure enough, the carcass is now off of that car.
Yeah, another flat left rear. We've heard the 17 has had a couple of these. This is another Ford. And then the actual tread of the tire finally comes off, putting debris everywhere. This is something we've seen in Indy before. We've seen wear issues here, but we've also seen left side tires, lower air. We heard Denny Hamlin. No, I'm sorry, it was Chase Elliott in his interview that said, well, you just want to be the front of your strategy. Oh, man, big wreck.
Oh, and hit again.
Oh,
that's
impact.
The 24 of William Byron. A.J. Allmendinger in the 16 involved as well.
Oh, somebody got into the right rear of.
Looked like the 22 potentially of Logano behind him.
It looked like there was two cars
12,
two cars or three cars three wide. Let's take a look right here. You see, oh, you're going to see it right here, the 21, 41, and 24. So the 41, if we back that up and watch that one more time, the 41 is trying to get three wide between the 21 and the 24, trying to make it three wide.
So the 24 is not going to make it to victory lane, and it happened in successive years as far as 10-year increments.
We've got a tight point battle at the end of this regular season. It's going to be gloves off. It's going to be fun for all of us. It's not going to be for these guys. It's going to be pressure filled.
And again, Bubba Wallace will get a playoff point for winning the stage, but more importantly, if he doesn't go on to win the race, he gets 10 stage points. And with him being in the position he was in below that cut line, those are very important. Bubba Wallace is going to win stage 2 here at Indianapolis. Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, John Hunter Nemechek all in the top 5. That's Bubba's first stage win since 2022.
The idea, so if you're good on fuel, we saw smoke on the 19.
And the 19 into the wall. It looked like the left rear tire went down.
Contact with Larson.
Oh, and another wreck behind him. The 4. Josh Berry gets into the wall.
That's just a chain reaction.
Well, I was looking at the Chastain, but I'm with you, Jeff, right? And then the contact that we saw was with the 5. Then the 4 kind of gets turned around.
Yeah, a lot of damage to the front for Josh Berry. Oh, and into the turn 1 wall early. The 22 of Logano and the 24. It can't be the 24. 84 of Jimmy Johnson.
A lot of three wide guys blocking. It's 77.
The 12. Jimmy Johnson and Joey Logano will have to go to the infield. Well, looks like Jimmy Johnson might drive it back to pit road to see what he can salvage of this.
Quicker pit stop than everybody else. We talked about the small advantage they had over everyone else who pitted at 102. They last pitted at 107. Tyler Reddick following down pit road, and a caution, Rick, maybe on the racetrack. Martin Truex Jr.
Martin Truex Jr. up toward the wall.
Yeah, he was about 3 seconds off pace, you know, after that damage. So car just wasn't right. Ended up rubbing the left rear and cutting it. To be looking in the mirror to distract him.
Coming. Oh, we got a caution that comes out. It's the 8 of Kyle Busch.
See his car coming up the racetrack? His entry was so low because of the block that he wasn't able to make the corner, and that's what I kept talking about Blaney. What he was able to do is enter that low and still stay on the bottom.
And a wreck in turn 1. The caution comes out. There'll be another restart.
Yeah, for the 4th time today, we've seen a big pile up on the restart.
See, Nemechek came down the racetrack. Hemrick was there. Big impact. Gosh, those are big wrecks.
A great launch for Larson. Reddick way back. Here comes Blaney on the outside. Larson easily by Blaney, and you see Blaney wiggling. Does he have enough fuel?
Now can Larson hold off Reddick?
Oh! Spinner on the back stretch, and is he going to make contact? He does with the inside wall. We'll see if he continues to roll. They stay green if that car will continue to roll.
Oh, he's trying to roll.
That's Ryan Preece, and he is trying to roll, but he's got a flat right rear tire. Out of 4, will they see the white flag? Larson in front, Reddick running second. One more time around. And the 41 still isn't moving.
I don't see any way NASCAR laid some race by this.
And there's the caution. Larson's going to do it. Larson is going to win the Brickyard 400.
We get back to the line.
Preece started to roll. He couldn't continue. The caution comes out after they had received the white flag, and Kyle Larson gets his 27th career victory, and it comes with another crown jewel win.